all, welcome to Diamond's Divine Creations. I am your host, Diamond. Thank you all so very much for joining me on today. I do hope you all are doing well and feeling well. Please remember to like, share, subscribe, as well as comment, because that is your free way of showing your support to the channel. So guys, today's delicious dinner recipe is going to be a chicken bacon ranch casserole supreme. Okay guys, so without any further ado, let's get started. We're going to look at some of our ingredients, okay, and we're going to jump right into these things. Now, some things I've already kind of put together. I already started the potatoes, okay? So for this dish, you are going to need like 2 or 3 potatoes, depending on how many people you're feeding. Wash them, peel them, boil them halfway, okay? At least to the point, not like all the way, because we're going to put this in the oven as well for just a few minutes. But you want them pretty much done, okay? Just tender enough for you to slice through them and cut them up, okay? So you need your potatoes, guys, okay? We're also going to be using a Velveeta shells and cheese. This is the Velveeta shells and cheese with broccoli, okay? And we're going to also be using like a few extra pieces of broccoli here that we're going to be adding to this. You can use whatever type of meat you wanted to. I went back and forth as to whether I wanted to do chicken or shrimp or what have you. So I've been soaking this chicken. I'm using boneless skinless chicken breast pieces, as you can see here. Make sure you wash your meat, people, okay? Do not eat meat fresh, you know, like right out of the packet that you buy from the store. Wash your meat, for goodness sakes, okay? So whatever type of meat you want to use, we are going to be using chicken for this recipe, guys. We also are going to be using, now you can fry up some regular bacon pieces and crumble them if you want to, or you can buy real bacon pieces, okay? Not bacon bits, real bacon pieces. This is real bacon that it's already been cooked and crumbled up. It should feel soft. It's not hard like the regular bacon bits, okay? You're obviously going to need ranch as well, guys. We're also going to use a bit of shredded cheese, okay, which I have to grab. We're going to need some butter, or what have you. We're going to need our seasonings, guys, okay? So let's go ahead and get some things started here, okay? So our potatoes are done. So like I said, I already put those on, okay? So we don't have to make this a really long, drawn out video here, okay? Now you're also going to use whatever pan to your liking. I was kind of trying to decide. I think I'm going to use this one here, though. Okay, once your potatoes are done, drain that water off of them. Okay, and those potatoes are going to go right in that pan that we're going to be using. Okay, guys, and you can slice these potatoes up however you like, okay? We just, so usually I just do this. And, you know, however many little cube, you know, pieces you would like. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. And we're going to line this along the bottom of our pan. Okay. Everything else is going to go on top of these potatoes. Okay. So we're going to slice these potatoes up, and then we're going to put some butter on them, a little bit of salt and pepper, okay guys? So we have our potatoes there. Let's get us some butter, okay? However much or little butter that you would like, okay? We just kind of want to put some butter all around, okay? And this is going to, those potatoes are still nice and warm. So this is just going to melt over these butter, over the potatoes, guys. After we get our butter on there, we want to take this off really quick. We want to add us some pepper, a little bit of pepper, however much you like to your liking. and a little bit of salt, okay? Don't go crazy with the salt, okay? Especially for those of you who have high blood pressure, okay? Just a little dash of salt on there, okay? I'm gonna add just a tad bit of lemon pepper on mine. Y'all know how I feel about lemon pepper, honey. Don't come for me about this lemon pepper, okay? Because I love lemon pepper. Okay, so for now we're gonna set this aside, guys, okay? Until we get ready to finish using it, okay? Get this up a little bit so y'all can see. So as you can see, that water is already boiling, guys. We're going to go ahead and we are going to empty the contents of our Velveeta shells and cheese into this. And this package is going to come with the cheese as well as those, you know, broccoli pieces, okay? So we have empty those Velveeta shells over into our pot, guys, okay? And we're going to continuously stir this, okay? I'm going to add just a bit of olive oil to my pasta, okay? Because this is a new bottle, guys, so hold on just a minute, let me open it. I add a little bit of olive oil to my pasta because it keeps it from sticking. Okay, and it gives it, you know, has that olive oil flavor to it, okay? So when we get that about done, we're going to add the rest of our ingredients. Of course, like I said, we're going to continue to stir this. Y'all should know how to make macaroni, okay? So we're going to get that done. Now, turn your eye on that you're going to be using that you're going to make your chicken in. Okay, guys? I'm going to scoot this back just a little bit. So whatever seasonings you want to use, I'm going to be using some of this Tajin seasoning. This is the one that has like a little hint of lime in there. Okay, I'm going to put a little Tajin seasoning on here. I'm going to use a little black pepper as well. I'm going to use a little bit of onion powder, garlic powder, okay, as well. Am I going to add a bit of cayenne pepper, guys, okay? Add that on there. And you can use a spoon, you can use your hands and do it a lot quicker, but we're going to give this a little mix around here. I'm wearing gloves for this, guys, because y'all know I really don't like how meat feels. Like, I don't know. Something about the texture. I don't like touching meat, really. Okay, so stir that up real good. Get all those flavors and everything in there. Okay. Once you get that done, so it should be looking like this. Okay, once you get that done, we're going to add it to our pan. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil to the pan that we're going to be cooking in. I'm also going to be adding just a little bit of minced garlic to this chicken, guys. You can add that in there, just stir it in if you would like to, okay? Or you can put your glove back on. And mix it around like that as well, guys, okay? So we're just going to blend this in real quick. And then we're going to add our meat. To our pan that we're going to be cooking in, guys, okay? If I can find my utensils, my handle that I use to cook with. Oh well, I was looking for my tongs, but I don't want y'all waiting a long time, okay? So we're going to add this chicken. And we're going to grill it over like a medium heat, okay? Until it's nice and golden brown on either side, guys. I'm also going to add just a little bit of Italian seasoning on this chicken, just like that. Okay, so your chicken should be looking like that while you're cooking it, okay? I'm cooking that over medium heat. Let's give our macaroni. These don't really take a long time to cook, okay? But you want to continuously stir just to make sure they're not sticking. If you use that olive oil, like I told you, they shouldn't stick, okay? But they can stick together. They won't stick to your pot or anything, but they could still stick together. So you want to continuously stir it, okay? So we're going to do that. I'm going to let our chicken grill up real nice, guys. Okay. Okay, guys, so on top of your potatoes, we are going to be adding we're also going to be using this triple cheddar cheese here, guys. Okay. So on top of the potatoes, you're going to add your bacon. Whether you're going to actually fry some bacon and crumble the pieces over the top of this, it's fine if you want to do it like that. Okay, so you're going to put your bacon on there. You're going to put your ranch. This is also really good, y'all. I'm going to show you in just a minute. Hold on. Let's do one thing at a time. I was getting ready to tell y'all something else, okay? Also, I'm not sure how many of you all have ever used, like the ranch seasoning packages. Like, you can actually use the seasonings to make up your own ranch. But it is so good for flavor on things that, like, you're cooking. Okay? So really good as well. So we're going to put us some cheese on here, guys. Just spread it all over. You don't have to go crazy with the cheese because we are going to have cheese in those real beauty shells. Okay? But this is a nice cheesy dish, okay? You can flip your chicken, okay? Your chicken shouldn't take long at all. And if you buy the boneless skinless breast pieces, they're already cut up into like little cube size like pieces for you, okay? But you can just take the regular chicken breast, wash it, season it, grill it, and then just cut it up yourself if you want to, like that, okay? That's just like a little bit more work for you, but you can definitely do it like that. It's the same meat, okay? You can just buy it already chopped up, okay? So our macaroni shells is ready. We're going to drain off the excess water on these, just a little bit. You can leave a little bit in there, okay? And we're going to open our, this is the package of little broccoli flavoring they give you. Okay, so we're going to open that up and empty the contents of it into the pasta. Just like that, y'all. We're going to do the same thing with the cheese. Okay, we're going to open it up and we're going to add it to the Velveeta shells, okay? Let's cut that open. Okay, and we're just going to empty this entire package in here. Just like that. Of course, this is going to be pretty creamy anyway, but if you would like it to be a little bit more creamy, you can add milk to it if you would like. Okay. So we're going to blend this in and put it back over our heat for it to kind of simmer with that cheese on there. If you want to, I did this in a smaller pan or pot here, okay? But if you wanted to add those extra, even though this says that it has like the broccoli flavor in there, it's like little dust particles worth, okay, of broccoli, okay? That's the reason why I decided that I was going to add more broccoli, okay guys? So we're going to add our broccoli to this dish, and we're just gonna add these pieces all around it like so, okay, just like that. If you were using a bigger pot, I was gonna say you can add it to, directly to your Velveeta shells if you want to, or your macaronis or what have you. You can even make this dish even if you're not, don't prefer to use the Velveeta shells in the box. You know what I'm saying? You do the same process making your macaroni from scratch. Okay? You're just using like your elbow macaroni and your Velveeta cheese block and your butter and your milk and all of that. And you know how to make macaroni and cheese from scratch. You should. Okay? So that's that, guys. Okay? Yeah. So we're going to, when our chicken gets done, we're going to add it to our Velveeta shells. Okay, and then we're going to pour that over this dish, guys, and guess what? It's going to be done. We're going to put it in the oven for a few minutes, and it's just to give that other cheese that we added a chance to melt. Okay, the dinner is going to be ready, guys. Okay, and of course with this dish you can with this dish you can do dinner rolls, you can do cornbread muffins, Texas toast, or anything like that. Whatever floats your boat, honey. Whatever you like. Okay. So we like things well done over here. You know what I'm saying? If you're not a well done type of person, this chicken is ready. Okay. However, if you're anything like myself, child, and you want that thing well done, then we're going to leave it on here just a little bit longer to make sure that that meat is cooked all the way through, honey, because we don't need no salmonella and nothing like that, child. So we don't need that pinkness on the inside of the meat. Okay? So you want to make sure that it's cooked all the way through. Just like that, guys. Put this in the oven. We're going to be ready to eat in just a minute, y'all. And turn the heat down on your Velveeta shells, okay? Because you definitely don't want to overstarch your pasta, okay? I'm also going to take a bit of pepper and I'm going to put a little bit on the top of there, just like that, guys. Okay. Like that chicken is pretty done. If you're not really sure, you can cut open a couple, and if it just looks like white meat on the inside, honey, then it's done. It's ready, okay? So we're going to take our chicken. Now, however you want to do it, you can add them in separately if you want to, okay? Or if you want that cheesiness all over that chicken, the way we want it, we're going to add it to our macaroni. We're going to give it a stir, okay? And pair those extra juices with that garlic and everything over the top of our dish here, guys. So we're going to give this a little stir. We're going to stir in our chicken with this pasta, okay? Just like that. That's looking good. That smells good. You see how you can barely see that broccoli in there and what have you? Okay, and we are going to put this all over the top of our dish here, guys, okay? Just like this. Okay, y'all, and I just kind of made this up. I thought about this the other day. You know how you sometimes have a meal and you have, like, you know, your meat, like a main entree, and you have like a couple sides. Like, if I was to make this separately, it would be like grilled chicken, macaroni and cheese, steamed broccoli with potatoes or what have you. So I'm like, I wonder how this thing would be with, you know, just put it together or whatever. So that's how I came up with this one here, okay? And so I decided to call it a chicken bacon ranch casserole supreme, okay? That's enough cheese for y'all. That's cool. We just gonna bedazzle the top of it with just a little bit, little extra pieces like that, guys. We're gonna do the same thing with our, if I can open it up for goodness sakes, we're gonna do the same thing with our grilled bacon pieces. We're just gonna sprinkle a little bit on the top of there, just like that, okay? Now, if you really want to jazz this thing up, honey, y'all, sometimes I be with that extra cheddar, but tonight I just wanted to bring you all a quick meal that you can put together. This is one of those type of meals, honey, where if you really don't feel like cooking, you still cooking, but you know what I'm saying, still a decent meal for you and your family, your children, and you know what I'm saying, your kids still getting their vegetables with the broccoli, and you got your starch with the potatoes and everything like that. But it's quick, it's easy. Get in there and get it done and be done, okay? But if you want to be with that extra, honey, you really want to jazz this thing up, child, you can chop you up some onions and some bell peppers. and grill that with the chicken. And add that in there too. Okay, you can really jazz this thing up. For those of you who like mushrooms, you can slice you some mushrooms in there. I personally don't like mushrooms. I don't eat mushrooms. But okay, I'm just thinking of other ways that you can kind of, you know, make this thing your own or what have you guys. Okay, so we're gonna toss this in the oven for just a few minutes. Okay, I definitely wouldn't say no longer than 5 minutes because everything is done. Only thing we're doing is putting this in there and letting the other cheese kind of melt and simmer in there, guys. And this is our chicken bacon rich casserole supreme. Okay, so let's get this in the oven real quick. So here is our finished product, guys. Okay, so we're gonna assemble our plate here. We have our dinner rolls on the side. Okay. And we are going to try this. Let me figure out which pencil I want to use. Just like that, y'all. You can just dig in however you want to. Just like that. Okay, guys. So guess what, y'all? It's time to eat. Bon appetit. Grab you a plate because it's time for our dinner date. Go ahead, take you a bite because this is another Diamond's Delicious Delight. I thank you all so very much for listening and for watching. Until the next time, peace, love, and light. Namaste. I am that I am created in the image of God. So let's try this, guys. That is good. That is so good, honey. You can't even go wrong with this dish here. Okay, guys? Till the next time. Peace.